What if I told you one man took the most powerful fast food system ever created and used it against its own inventor? He wasn't a CEO. He wasn't a marketing genius. He was a 28-year-old chef with student loans and a dream. Yet somehow, that chef reverse-engineered McDonald's psychology, built a cult following, and created a $22 billion brand that forced the Golden Arches to look in the mirror. This is the story of Steve Ells, the man who didn't invent fast food. He reprogrammed it. And the craziest twist? McDonald's actually bankrolled his success. Welcome to Secrets in the Sauce, the show where we decode how the world's most addictive brands hook customers and how you can use the same sauce to grow your own restaurant, food truck, or small business. Because once you understand how Chipotle beat McDonald's at its own game, you'll never look at your business or your menu the same way again. Before we unwrap this billion-dollar burrito, a quick shout-out to today's sponsor, Up Menu. If Chipotle taught us anything, it's that control over your customer experience is power. Up Menu lets you take that control. Online ordering, loyalty programs, and marketing automation, all under your roof, not a third party's. 1993. The Bay Area is booming. Fine dining culture reigns. The internet is still a curiosity. In a small apartment, a young Culinary Institute graduate named Steve Ells is sketching restaurant concepts. He dreams of linen table service, foie gras, and tasting menus. There's just one obstacle: money. Fine dining costs fine funding, and banks weren't lining up to bankroll a 20-something chef. So Steve pivots. He notices the long lines at tiny taquerias around San Francisco. Burritos, cheap, fast, satisfying. What if I open something like that? He wonders. Something simple, just until I can afford the real dream. His father loans him $85,000, the price of a used food truck today. He finds an old ice cream shop for rent in Denver, installs a single grill, and names it Chipotle Mexican Grill. The math is humble. Sell 107 burritos a day to break even. Day 1, sold about 250. Day 2, over 400. Within a month, more than 1,000 burritos daily. Something about the experience felt different. Customers weren't just eating, they were participating. Steve thought he'd opened a burrito shop. He had accidentally discovered a psychological gold mine. One afternoon, Steve sits at a local taqueria, watching orders fly. In minutes, an idea hits him like a shot of espresso. This looks a lot like McDonald's, but slower. He scribbles notes on a napkin. If McDonald's could produce burgers with precision and predictability, why couldn't he do the same with burritos? At that moment, Chipotle's DNA crystallized. The McDonald's system reimagined for fresh food. Let's decode the psychology he borrowed and why it worked. Speed. Customers equate quick service with competence. Consistency. Predictability calms the brain. Surprise creates friction. Customization. Choice creates the illusion of control. A dopamine trigger. Theater. Watching food prepared reduces perceived risk. Flow. A straight-line kitchen keeps the mind and body moving in sync. Steve didn't invent these principles. He adapted them. He replaced frozen patties with guacamole, fryer grease with open flames, and clown mascots with authenticity. But his genius wasn't imitation, it was translation. And soon, that translation would speak to millions. By 1998, Chipotle had 16 stores and a cult following. The media called it gourmet fast food. McDonald's called it interesting. The fast food titan wanted a piece of the action. They approached Steve Ells with an offer, a $360 million investment. It sounded like destiny. McDonald's could teach Chipotle the secrets of scaling, logistics, supply chain, training, and Chipotle could teach McDonald's how to feel human again. For a while, it was a match made in franchise heaven. Under McDonald's wing, Chipotle grew from 16 to over 500 locations. They perfected procurement, standardized prep, and developed management systems rivaling the military. But growth brings gravity. McDonald's executives pushed for drive-thrus, breakfast menus, and value combos. Steve resisted. He believed less was more. The simplicity was the strategy. Tension built. Corporate wanted conformity. The chef wanted culture. And when a visionary feels trapped inside a machine, there's only one move left: pull the plug. 2006. Chipotle breaks free. McDonald's sells its entire stake just before the IPO. The public debut shocks Wall Street. Shares open at $22, close at $44, a 100% first-day gain. Within 9 years, Chipotle's stock peaks at $758 a share. McDonald's earns $1.5 billion on the sale, but loses an empire of influence. Because Chipotle wasn't competing in fast food anymore. It had created fast casual, a category McDonald's couldn't dominate. Chipotle had taken McDonald's operating manual, stripped out the grease, and made it aspirational. Customers now bragged about eating there. College students felt healthy. Professionals felt smart. Parents felt safe. That's brand alchemy, turning routine consumption into personal identity. But the real theft wasn't of customers or profits. It was of psychology. Let's dissect the mental engineering that made Chipotle irresistible and how you can use it. Participation equals ownership. When customers point at toppings, they feel like co-creators. Psychologists call it the IKEA effect. People value what they help build. Transparency equals trust. Open kitchens replace secrecy with theater. In an age of hidden ingredients, visibility becomes a marketing weapon. Simplicity equals speed times status. A small menu reduces decision fatigue, making customers feel decisive and sophisticated. Premium positioning equals permission to charge more. Chipotle wrapped fast food in the language of integrity, real, fresh, responsibly sourced. People weren't just paying for a meal, they were paying for moral validation. Consistency equals comfort. The brain loves patterns. Each burrito is a predictable win in an unpredictable day. Combine those 5, and you get addiction without guilt. McDonald's triggered hunger. Chipotle triggered identity. And identity is the hardest habit to break. So, what's the takeaway for you, the local entrepreneur trying to stand out in a crowded market? Lesson 1. Steal the system, not the product. Don't chase recipes, chase frameworks. Ask, what repeatable pattern keeps customers coming back? Lesson 2. Engineer perceived control. People crave autonomy. Even 3 choices can feel like freedom. Design your menu to empower, not overwhelm. Lesson 3. Tell a bigger story. Chipotle didn't sell burritos, it sold values. What do you stand for? Local sourcing, community, speed. Choose one and own it relentlessly. Lesson 4. Invest in experience. The lighting, the smell, the music. Each adds emotional calories. Customers don't remember transactions, they remember feelings. Lesson 5. Protect your simplicity. Growth tempts complexity. Every new item dilutes your core promise. If a decision doesn't amplify your main product, skip it. Follow those, and you'll build not just revenue, but religion. Today, Chipotle operates more than 3,500 locations, serves over 3 million customers daily, and generates $7.5 billion a year in revenue. Each store averages $2.7 million, outpacing McDonald's U.S. locations. But Chipotle's real legacy isn't burritos, it's blueprints. It proved that modern consumers will pay premium prices for ordinary food if you wrap it in extraordinary purpose. That lesson reshaped the entire industry. Panera, Sweet Green, Blaze Pizza, even Starbucks lunch menus owe a nod to Steve Ells' model. Whether you're grilling tacos in a truck or running a family diner, you're living in the golden age of small brand power. Technology has flattened the field. The same psychology that built Chipotle is now accessible to you through loyalty apps, automation tools, and content storytelling. Start by asking, what's my assembly line? What choices can I give customers to make them feel in control? How can I make my process visible so trust is built instantly? What emotion do I sell every time someone buys from me? What system could I automate so I can focus on story? Because the new fast food heist isn't about stealing customers, it's about stealing attention. And attention, once earned, compounds faster than interest. Speaking of systems, if you're ready to turn your restaurant into a repeat customer machine, check out Up Menu, the software that gives you McDonald's-level automation without McDonald's budget. Launch your online ordering, rewards, and marketing in minutes. Own your customer data. Own your future. Use my link below to try it free and see how easy it is to build your own empire. one loyal customer at a time. In the end, the story of Chipotle versus McDonald's isn't about burritos versus burgers. It's about ideas versus inertia. Steve Ells proved that innovation isn't inventing something new. It's seeing something old with fresh eyes. He copied, improved, and executed relentlessly. He taught us that you don't need to be the first. You just need to be the one who understands people the best. So, as you plan your next menu item or marketing campaign, remember, you're not competing against other restaurants. You're competing for mindshare. Give customers a story they can believe in. Deliver it with precision. And never forget, the real secret in the sauce is psychology. Thanks for watching Secrets in the Sauce.